Hello children, today I am going to discuss with you about the next part of the chapter, that is air and water. In the previous class, we have discussed about the atmosphere, its significance, the layers of atmosphere and composition of air. We all know that air is a mixture of gases. The earth is surrounded by a thick blanket of air, and the uh, ocean of air is known as Earth's atmosphere. So now to begin with, the next topic is air pressure. The atmosphere remains attached to the earth. Why? Do you all know? It is because of the gravity. The gravitational force pulls the earth's atmosphere to the surface. So because of the gravity of the earth, atmosphere is pulled down towards the to the surface of the earth. Gravity also causes gases to be pushed down to the earth's surface. So not only the atmosphere but the gases are also pushed down to the earth's surface. The pressing down of the air on the earth's surface is called air pressure. So the pressing down of the air towards the earth is known as air pressure. The air pressure decreases as we move to the higher places. Now, you can see a picture. This is known as barometer. So, air pressure is measured with an instrument called barometer. The change in the air pressure causes air to move. So, what is movement of air? You all know that warm air is lighter than cold air. When the air is heated by the sun rays from the rivers, oceans, what happens? The hot air rises up, it moves up, and cold air takes the place of the warm air. This cycle causes air to move, and this moving air is called wind. So warm air is lighter than cold air, and when warm air rises up, cold air rushes to take its place. Now, one more picture that you can see in this slide is wind vane. So, what is the use of wind vane? Wind vane is an instrument which shows the direction of wind. So, it points to the direction from which the air is blowing. The next topic is properties of air. So, what are the properties? Air has weight. So, as air has weight, so it will, why it has weight? It has weight due to gravity. Gravity affects everything that has mass, and so gravity will pull the things towards the ground. If you throw an apple, the apple will fall down. Why? Because of the gravity. So this shows that air has weight. A full balloon is heavier than a non-filled balloon. So it will be heavier and it will droop towards the ground. Next, air occupies space. We all know that air is all around us, and we can blow the balloons or your football or basketball, we can put air into it. This shows that air occupies space. It will expand when we put or blow air into a balloon. The balloon expands because the air inside needs to take up more space. Third one, air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure on surfaces with which they come in contact. Now, next, what are the uses of air? Air is essential for breathing. Next, air helps in burning. Air is used to inflate things. Fourth, making the use of air pressure. So, let us discuss one by one. So, air is essential for breathing. We all know that all living things breathe. When we breathe in, our blood absorbs the oxygen from lungs. This oxygen combines with food and circulates throughout the body. And due to burning of food, carbon dioxide is produced, which is given out from the body. If there is absence of air, we feel suffocation. Therefore, when mountaineers climb up on high peaks, they carry oxygen masks because in the high altitudes there is less oxygen. So, air is very much essential for breathing. Next, air helps in burning. Air has a gas, that is oxygen, and this oxygen is required for burning. Uh, for burning a candle, we need oxygen. Suppose if you see in this picture, a candle is burning. If you cut off the supply of oxygen, what will happen? It will at first use the air, the oxygen that is present inside the glass. It will use up, it will blow, it will burn for some time, and eventually the flame will go off as it uses up all the oxygen that is present inside the glass. So after some time the candle will extinguish. Air is used to inflate things. Since air can occupy space, it can be filled into balloons, bladders, tires, your football. So when we blow air into a balloon or your ball, football or basketball, it gets inflated and grows in big size. When air is filled in this football or balloon with the help of air pump, it becomes inflated and hard, which will work better. Next, what is the use of air pressure? How can we use it? Make the use of air pressure. We use air pressure in different ways. First, filling medicines in syringe. If you see this picture, filling medicines in a syringe. How it happens? The medicine is filled in the syringe. This medicine will go in the syringe because of the air pressure. When we push the piston of the syringe inside, air is pushed out. When we press the syringe first, this way air comes out. through the narrow hole of the needle. When we put the needle in the liquid medicine, when this comes in contact with this and we pull the piston outside, we take the piston outside, air pressure pushes the medicine into the syringe. The air pressure will force the medicine from here to enter into the syringe. So at first we push the piston inside and air that is inside the syringe comes out. Then we put the needle in the medicine and then the air pressure from here, it will force it will give pressure, and when the piston is pulled out, this pressure is it allows the medicine to fill in the syringe. Next, droppers work because of air pressure. Suppose you take a dropper. At first what you will do? Press the rubber bulb. First you have to press it. As soon as you open, you press it. Air is passed out of the dropper, making the area low pressure over here. There will be no air. Now when you release the bulb, you will notice that outside air pressure on the liquid forces it to move into the dropper. So at first you press this rubber bulb, air comes out from here, and then when you put it inside, the air that is over here, the air pressure will allow the liquid or the medicine to get into the dropper. Next, drinking through a straw. So what happens? Same thing because of the air pressure. When you use a straw, you first suck out the air in it. Similarly, over here you first suck out the air. Since there is no air in the straw, now when you give out the air from the straw, there is no air in the straw and low pressure is created over here. But as you put it in, as you are trying to suck the liquid, then what happens? The air over here outside the glass, inside the glass, it will give pressure to your drink to enter through the straw, and it will pass to get into your mouth. So the air outside is pressing the liquid, and this forces the liquid to travel to the straw, and then it will pass into your mouth. In this way, you can drink your favorite juice with the help of straw. The next topic is atmospheric pollution. Atmospheric pollutants are substances that accumulate in the air to a degree that is harmful to living organisms or to materials exposed to air. So pollutants, what are atmospheric pollutants? They are the substances that accumulate in the air which is harmful to living organisms or to materials that are exposed to the air. Common air pollutants include, what are the harmful pollutants? Smoke, smog, and gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and sodium. Acid rain is also an atmospheric pollution. So there are different types of harmful gases present in the air, which are known as pollutants, and they harm the Not only living organisms they harm, they also harm marine animals as well as different buildings. They, other than it, when the harmful gases from the factories, they mix up with the suppose with the rain, when they fall down, it is known as acid rain. The acids pour down on earth along with the rain, and this is very harmful for plants and aquatic animals. They also destroy statues and buildings. So this was all about today's class. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the last part of the chapter, that is about water. So till then, goodbye all of you.